So I'll ask you, what happens now with the Toronto Maple Leafs? Does this team look a whole lot different to start next season?
I mean, it's not really. They're not able to look that much different because they've got some guys under contract for a long time, a lot of money. And when you have that situation like some of these teams in the league, it's hard to really navigate around making big changes, right? It's about the supporting cast. And you look right here at the top cap hits, which are the core guys. You've got those guys locked up there. And you talk about Austin Matthews. I mean, you're not going to change anything with him. He lit the hockey world on fire this year.
41 goals.
Yeah.
Nobody had more.
No, and Austin Matthews was unbelievable. So it's that process, right? How to get to that next level. Him and Mitch Marner both have to find that next level in the playoffs. And they haven't found it yet. And they're young, though. They have to go through this. And I get it. It comes at a time where this Leafs franchise hasn't experienced anything or a Stanley Cup for however many years. Like, what was it, 60 years?
67.
67 years.
67.
Right, so there's...
No, 1967.
1967.
I'm not a math guy, but I don't
67 was the key number there. So since 1967, this team hasn't won the Cup. And they haven't had the... We were just talking about it. Whoa, is this as bad as the meltdown in 2013 against the Boston Bruins? That was a different team.
Yeah.
These guys weren't there.
No.
So let's not, the Leafs Nation, don't make these guys, yes, was this a bad loss? Did you need more out of Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner? 100%. They'll be the first guys to tell you that. But they shouldn't wear the lack of winning in this organization since 1967.
And Morgan Riley said that.
That's not fair.
He said that in his press conference. He said what happened in the past isn't about this season or this team.
Everybody has to learn how to get to that next level. Nathan McKinnon had to learn it. Connor McDavid's in the process of learning it. Sidney Crosby learned it. Alex Ovechkin. I mean, these are things. Does that help the pain right now with the stinging of losing this to the Montreal Canadiens? No, absolutely not. But that core group that's there, it's a great core group. It's about finding the right way to complement them, and that's going to be the big objective here.
And that was kind of the question mark the last couple of years was this team wasn't built to win this time of year. They had to get tougher. They had to get grittier. They had to take a page out of St. Louis or Tampa, who won it last year, right? And get some gritty guys. And we felt like they did that. So was it a team build situation that it didn't allow them to win this first round, or is it just executing this time of year that didn't allow it?
I think it was more just execution. I think it's about the pressure that maybe follows this organization and maybe the players there.
How do you get rid of that? How do you deal with the pressure?
I think it's very imperative that they always look to add guys who've won and won cups. And I think even guys who've been to the finals, and Jason Spezza was unbelievable. I mean, Jason Spezza was one of the best players.
He might have been their best player.
Yeah, I loved watching him there. And Jumbo didn't really have a great postseason. He kind of looked out of sorts at times. And, the big Nick Foligno trade, it had its moments here and there. But, I mean, it's the right idea, right? It's about finding the right mix, whether it's those guys or the new group of guys. It's about finding guys to come in here that have gone through it, can share in those experiences. Because those young players that we looked at there, and we know John Tavares is a great leader on this team, and that's why John Tavares is the captain, so he could take some of that pressure off those guys. The more guys you get in there, the more specialty players you have to manage the game in the bottom six and to manage special teams, penalty kill, these types of things. Take some more of this off those guys' plates, and maybe you'll have different results. And you got to keep kind of getting back to the workshop here and throwing that next mix out there.
Like we always say, it's never about the regular season with Toronto. So whatever they do regular season next year, they can win the President's Trophy. Yeah. It doesn't matter. It's what happens come playoff time, and we shall see what happens next year.